Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First down, here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A quick throw complete to Washington. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Open man is QT. Complete. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 17 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. but they've lost 2 straight games. So they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Patrick on Was. Up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Williams, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
It's now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, it's Williams. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Got Gordon open, completes it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
First down.
On first down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, Cousins. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Jackson on the screen. This is Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9. That sets him up better for third down.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Dancing. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson now. This one complete to Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't good?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On first down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On second down, it's Snell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Devin Singletary getting the job done offensively on the ground. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Fights through, and now a crease. That good for 22 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Cousins now. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Manhertz, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture. in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you.
Throwing is Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down. Here's Cousins. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
You see me?
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going the long...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like